Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to SOMA. Previously, we made our way on the shuttle from the shuttle station to Lambda, but not before crashing and having to kind of walk the last few steps. Essentially, we found that Amy didn't make it. She was uh, being kept alive by the structure gel inside of the shuttle station. She must have had a. She said something about having an accident, and it had her kind of hooked up to these artificial lungs. At Site Lambda, we ran into a new enemy and a new friend. So we ran into our first flesher, which is one of the structure gel infected people, and that essentially has like a growth coming out of their head. And then we met Catherine, uh, who was one of the former personnel here, and she revealed to us that one, she was a mockingbird. She was a robot with a scan of her former self in the machine. So she was an earlier scan of herself. And she revealed to us that we are, as she put it, a walking, talking diving suit with some electronics slapped down for good measure. So we are also a form of mockingbird. We just don't know exactly what we are at this point. But we are no longer human. And after kind of having that revelation, we essentially got left off with the objective we have here. Catherine's ARC project was meant to save humanity, but it is stuck deep within the abyss. To save it, they need to find a way to site Theta, where they will get to the Dumbat, the only vehicle that can stand the pressure of the abyss. And so we are essentially heading back out into the ocean and trying to make our way towards Theta. So with that being said, let's get back to it. I love how I always hear like random clutter falling to the ground every time I load in. And this could be a way of getting around. Hey, it's our old friend, right? The little Jetsons TV.
What? What is this? CURIE Emergency Vessel 4. Hey, Simon, can you hear me?
I hear you. Can you get this thing running?
Hang on, I'll give it a try. Sorry, it's dead.
Worth a shot?
The CV came from CURIE. It was a ship that used to make runs between Lambda and Lisbon. Looks like their wreck is close. Maybe you can find a vessel like this one inside.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll just save the security information and update the Omni tool. There. Should help you get around.
Great.
Well, it was useful if nothing else. Okay, so we have not been this way. Yeah, I think that is our little buddy. Or at least something like it. Something's messing with my circuits again. Follow the lights, I guess. It'd still be kind of cool to see whales. Yeah, that was a flesher. Oh look, infected fish again. So you can see the little structure gel spots on them. The little glowy spots. So a lot of fish have fluorescence to them. That comes from bacteria that grow on them. Pseudomonas fluorescens is a really common one. This kind of looks like a ship. The circuitry's getting messed up again. So it's a chunk of ship. Oh, it's right ahead of us. Ooh. Oh, those are terrifying. Oh, another chunk of ship, maybe? Yeah, this is looking like wreckage. Ooh. That looks rather large. Holy shoot. That is really big. Oh, there's a vessel. Okay, this is really interesting, and I actually never knew this before, but I always kind of wondered why the ship was tilted this way. And apparently it's one of those ships that is able to pitch itself. So it's designed so that the ship can rotate 90 degrees in water and submerge itself, mostly, which is really, really cool. So I always thought that angle on it was kind of weird. So basically everything on the ship is designed to rotate to be rotated in two different directions. I know I've read about those before, but I didn't at the time I first played this, or even the first time I saw this, because my original experience with Soma was watching somebody else play it. I didn't know that was a thing at the time. Oh, there's another. Oh, did I just walk all the way around it? I'm gonna assume that's the entrance. Yeah, see how you have a walkway that's vertical to where I'm standing, and you have one that's horizontal to where I'm standing. So, because the ship can tilt itself, which, like I said, I think that's really cool. Which explains why I was able to survive the impact.
All right, we're in. Let's find a working escape vessel.
Can I move it? I don't know if that's possible. Emergency shuttle. Easy peasy, it's right there. Right? It's gonna work, right? Got a flesher on board. Don't look at it. Shoot, I hear it. I can hear it, but it's hard to track its movement. I don't know if the light matters. Eyesight does. Shoot. I think I hear it. I can sense it now. Yep, there it is. I'm not here. I'm not here. Nope, 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 nothing here. Nothing here. Nope. I don't exist. I do not exist. Nope, 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 nope. I do not exist. Which way are you going? You're coming this way, I gotcha. I don't see you on this side. Nope, not working. Not working. That did not work. Don't do that. It's right outside in the hallway. Nope. Nothing to see here.
The sky is pitch black with smoke. The ocean is dark. Incredibly dark. In the distance, I can see land. According to navigation, it's Lisbon on the coast of Portugal. Any signs of life? Over. It's on fire. Everything is on fire. The flames, they're reaching all the way into the sky. It's unreal. Any signs of life? Over. No. Nothing but a massive firestorm covering the continent.
I went right to a dead end. I think we just want to go around that corner anyway. It's really hard to avoid something that you can't look at. I mean, it's not that hard, but I think it's right around the corner, though. I can hear its footsteps. Oh, praise be. Oh my god. Go, 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 go. Oh boy, that's creepy. I want to sass talk it, but we all know as soon as you start doing that, you just don't do that, right?
Huh? What? you made it. This is much better. Let's see if we can't get this thing moving. Wait, what? Safety locks are blocking the vessel's release. Are you kidding? How much more of an emergency could this ship be in? It's on the bottom of the sea. Take a look at the engine room and see if you can figure it out. Maybe there's an override or something.
There's monsters out there, like the ones we saw at Lambda.
The more reason to get going.
What?
Come on, you know the drill. Don't look at them or get too close. It'll mess with your circuits.
Oh, shit.
We need to get out of here.
I know. I'm going.
Can I just keep standing here? I'm going. Yep. Fastest I've ever gone before. Yep. she just sits there. So how you doing? You doing okay? I'm doing fine. As long as I'm sitting right here.
Something is stabilizing the ship. We need to let it know this is an emergency. Convince the ship that this is an emergency. Convince the ship that this is an emergency.
Yeah, this is gonna go real well. We know it's gonna be here. I mean,
Attention crew, this is your captain speaking. The final efforts to stop the comet have officially failed. Impact is imminent.
I know where we're going, I think.
Attention crew, this is your captain speaking. The
This is
final
too close.
efforts to stop the comet have officially failed. Impact is imminent. Attention crew, this is your captain speaking.
Okay. Upstairs. I knew it was gonna be up here. Wait, is it one or more than one? Remember the path back. That's really important. Easy way to get yourself killed. Do I want to go that way? Maybe not. No. I think we want to go up, but I don't remember if it's which up. Okay. Okay, here we are. There we are. Reactor temp steady. It's the structure gel. The things that are keeping everything alive, of course. I've never come back here. Apparently there's no need to. Oh.
Reactor collapse
Oh.
imminent.
Oh.
Proceed to the emergency.
Run! Run! Oh, I don't remember where to go. Oh no. Oh, down, down. Ah, run! Oh, hey-oh. It's behind me. It's behind me. It's behind me. Okay, I don't remember where I'm going from here. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Hard left, hard left.
Okay, I'm in.
Oh my god.
Out of here.
It's taking so long.
I need to pump all the water out before we take off.
Can't you do it any faster?
I'm almost there.
Jeebus.
All right, here we go. Hold on to something.
Can you steer this thing?
Starboard rudder is choking, but I can compensate.
How do you even know what direction we're going in?
Don't worry, I'm hooked up to the navigator. We're headed for Theta. Should be a matter of minutes.
Thought I was done for back there.
Seems like the WOW is keeping the Curie from going into a catastrophic failure state. I mean, how did it get on the ship?
Are you talking about the black tentacles in the engine room? I've seen them before at Upsilon. What are they?
They're a manifestation of a malfunctioning station-wide artificial intelligence called the WOW.
Station-wide? So we just made a powerful enemy.
No, it's not like that. The AI isn't a persona. It doesn't feel or think like we do. It's more like a cancer.
Was that the ship?
Looks like your sabotage worked better than expected. Brace for impact! Hold on, the blast just pushed us off the plateau!
What does that mean?
If I don't hit Delta, we're dead.
Please remain seated.
I'll never get this open.
Hey.
Oh, hey, little guy. Didn't expect to see you again. Don't worry, Kath. I'll find a way to Theta.
Well, that could have gone bad. Okay. Little duder. So we're on the edge of the plateau, I think. The station's a little different because it's not really big like the other ones. It's more of a, I don't know, more of a, I'm not sure what the word for it is. Yeah, see, it's like this little tiny plateau off of where Theta is. Okay, we're in the auxiliary station. There's a landing platform. HQ. Comms antenna.
Come in, Strasky. Can you hear me? Theta, listen. Akers is headed for Theta.
Delta Luma Organics, getting a signal but no audio.
Strasky, it's Como Raby. Akers has gone mad. He's dangerous. Strasky!
Sorry, Delta, still no audio. Try calling from another access point.
Strasky, I can try sending I have pictures.
Like every time we do that, something gets fried. I don't know if there's anything we can actually do in here. Hey, there you are. I was wondering why I could hear you. We got some story there, of course, but which I'm always game for story. So I think this is a manufacturer's site, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to look at my notes. Ooh, futile. Can't get on this? Oh, I can. I didn't know if I could interact with that. Like I said, there's not really a lot here. Can't remember. Can we go inside anything? I don't think we can. I think it's just the auxiliary station, but we might be able to enter the HQ area, but we'll have to see, I guess. Yeah, this is all, I think this is all automated. Probably why they had a very small crew here. This would be the antenna relay. I don't have the access codes. I don't know yet. Oh, and this is the landing site. Oh, there we are.
Good robot.
Doesn't look like there's much left of this place. Universal helpers. Ah, yeah. This is the one that the constructors made from. This is our little Jetson spot. Okay. So the UH8. So that, remember, that's Universal Helper. Then KH must be a, I don't know, a common name for it or something. I don't know. So it looks like a Universal Helper code, and then probably an acronym or something for them. Light Universal Helper. While the K8 lacks voice module, it is able to communicate via simple sounds and lights. Remote pilot supported. Yeah, and this is what the Wranglers would run, I think, are these things. So, Carl Semkin was a Wrangler. And then, like I said, this is what the construct was made from. UH-9. Remote pilot, NA, so, okay. This vessel has basic intelligence only. A pilot is needed to fully utilize its equipment. Okay, so we got Kronstadt, Theta, Delta evacuation. Okay, so another evacuation site. Let's see. Looks like we're going forward in time. Okay. Terry, it's been decided that you and your crew will evacuate to Theta on the 14th. Everything is being taken care of, and you will all be given new positions as you arrive. You will have to fall into the ranks, of course. The last thing we need are more leaders. Kronstadt. And I think Kronstadt was one of the people that went to Delta, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to look at my list here. I don't remember if I have it. Yeah, Dorian Kronstadt. That was one of the people that went to the previous site. Fuck you, Kronstadt. Pardon my Anglo-Saxon. I'm not going anywhere. You don't have the authority to make me, Terry. This isn't my orders, you idiot. I'm just the messenger. You want to stay? I can buy you some time if you want to hang out at your dump, but your crew is moving tomorrow, Kronstadt, okay? Strasky, so that's the nice, happy-go-lucky voice we keep hearing. Evacuation successful. Mr. Akers, I'm happy to inform you that your crew has safely arrived at Theta. Let me know if you are ready to move, and I'll send a transport. Peter Strasky, Theta Dispatch. Okay. Merry Christmas, Mr. Akers. Don't hesitate to ask if you want to be relocated to Theta. Peter Strasky. Yeah, okay. Access log. So T Akers, so Terry Akers won his 1000th game of chess. Yeah, I probably that's what I would be doing too. New game? No. Corrupt opponent. Can't imagine what it's corrupt by. Maybe this thing. Okay. Can't imagine what possibly corrupted it. Okay. Okay, Epsilon, Lambda, Delta, Theta, Omicron, yeah. Which, of course, we saw that map already. What happened to you? You're still alive. Holy crap. Hey there. Oh, that looks bad. What is that? This site's very interesting. Alright. Shipping. Got Phi. From Phi to Lambda to Theta. Arc Shell to Phi, so August the 3rd. So So it's at Tau, so it's been there for a while. Delta evacuation on the 14th. Como, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. That Komariba. Survey group from Theta. That's the body we found, I think, up in the auxiliary area. And unspecified to Theta. Unspecified. I can only imagine what that means. That's a long time to be sitting here, though. Okay, and we gotta move these, I think, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. We gotta adjust the relay. So the antenna is kind of just pointing out in the middle of nowhere.
Strasky, we can see the Zeppelin now.
Good. Sorry about the mess. Without the positioning system, the Zeps just keep losing their set routes. Voljet did say that you could have fixed it on your side by rejigging the antenna. Guess it doesn't matter now. Are all of you coming?
No, just me, Goy, and Creer. Akers is set up being a stubborn old man.
All right. See you soon, Brandon. Happy evac.
Peter, can you hear me?
I hear you, Terry. I mean, Mr. Akers, sir.
I've changed my mind. I would like to come to Theta. Let Delta sleep.
Of course. Wow. Honestly, didn't expect to hear from you again. Such a long time since you checked in. We have a few divers in a Zeppelin surveying Lambda at the moment. I'll just make sure they pick you up when they're done.
Thank you for the warning. I'll make sure they feel welcome.
Okay. See you when you get here.
That must be the unspecified cargo. That didn't sound good. Okay, so we have 049 is idle. Where was that relay? 049. Can I go in there? I bet I can. Let's see, how does this work? Should we check them all? Probably not worth checking them all. Okay. $840. Really? That's not responding. Yeah, I don't think so. So I need to sap. I know, the other ones didn't look like they were connecting though.
Hell of a day, am I right? Can't believe how much I'm sweating in this suit.
Hey, could you maybe help? I need to get to Theta.
Give me some room, will you?
Hey, you!
Don't stand there, you know better than that.
Hey, can you hear me?
Help me out here, will you?
Okay, you're not helpful. There we go. Okay, that's what I was doing wrong. Gotta change the channel. Alright, let's do the echo.
Transport active. Unspecified cargo.
Okay.
The Zeppelin's on its way. Gotta get ready.
Yeah, I want to go check out that station though. So I'm assuming this is the docking platform.
That's definitely the Zeppelin.
That's not creepy at all. Okay. We got that figured out. No. Where was my site? I think it was over here, right?
I don't know, man. I just say we can keep things classy, even when women aren't around. You know? Yeah.
Oh, can I actually?
Shit, Brandon.
Can I actually go in this one?
Payload manager Alex Coster shows up.
Oh boy. Hey there. Which can I pick you up? Oh, I can. Look, eyes. The light is hurting my eyes. He's telling me I don't need this vitreous flesh inside my skull to see salvation. I will gladly remove them, stop them from obfuscating the I can't something mission? Huh. How can I get the word obfuscating, but I can't get the second to last word? Oh my god, my mind. And it looks like it says like Dune or something, but I gotta be misreading that. So he took his eyes out. Let's see. It's exciting to watch WoW claim Delta half a year ago. I'd be worried I'd have gone? Okay, man. You need to write better. Oh, Goya and Juan. Okay. There's names. Clean the black blood from the machinery. Now its crusty surfaces seem to complement, even outshine what Delta was. Oh my god, I didn't know I could okay, I didn't know I could do that. I just learned a new function. Can it now it's not letting me? Okay, thank you. Ugh. Oh, that's not good. I see black goo coming out. My reflection in the black blood of the warden whispers, I need to save them from this hell. Let them sleep. Lock them in the lucid dreams I've seen. Yeah, I'm getting a whiff of what happened at Lambda here. Oh, look. His chess game. Remember, he got his thousandth game. Okay, I think that's enough of this place. So Acre's gotten lost his mind. Sounds an awful lot like what happened to Galactica. Would you shut up? I'm talking here. It reminds me a lot of what happened to Killaskila at Lambda. This is what happens when you drink black goo, okay? Just don't drink the black stuff. You know, don't drink any goo for that matter, right? Especially when it's like the crap that's giving these cancerous growths around the station.
Ah!
Calm down. We're safe.
Oh, it's really disconcerting popping in and out of existence like that.
I imagine.
Where are we now?
Delta. At least that's what you said before the crash.
Oh, right. Of course. Is this a Zeppelin?
Appropriately named. You think it can get us to Theta?
It's a cargo transport. They use them for moving materials between the sites, anything that's too big for the shuttles. I'm sure it can carry us. Why won't it work? Come on. Oh, the tool chip is bust.
Isn't that part of the Omni tool?
Look who's been paying attention.
We had to deal with that back at Upsilon.
Then you know how it works. We need to get a new tool chip and switch it.
Care to point me in the direction of the closest tool chip storage?
I think it would be easier to just take one from a robot.
What? Just knock a robot over the head and steal their chips?
The toolbox over there says it has a stun baton. You could use that.
Come on. I don't want to hurt anyone. Isn't this a bit much?
It's just a robot, Simon.
We're just robots. Sort of. I'll get us the chip.
Yeah, she's very, I don't know, what's the word, apathetic towards, other machines.
Guess I have no choice.
I guess other people in general. No, don't, no. I'm not taking out my little guy. We'll go for the big doofus that doesn't know which page he's on.
Forget it, Akers.
Oh, come on.
Going down yet?
Guys?
I hope this works.
He's looking at me like, did you really just do that? I know, I'm sorry. Okay, where am I putting this thing?
Thanks, Simon. Don't be mad, okay? We really needed that chip. We'd be stuck here.
Could you do it? Kill a robot like that?
I get attached to them too. I'm not a monster. But in this case, it had to be done.
He was talking. I mean, he was delusional, but he seemed sincere. Present.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it's fine.
Was he really that different from us? It's just beginning to sink in. I mean, really sink in. I'm a robot.
Didn't we cover this already?
Guess I've known ever since I woke up at Upsilon. I just keep suppressing it. Like my brain doesn't want me to think about it. It's really getting hard not to think about it.
Yeah. Could you maybe hit that switch over there so we could get moving?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Anything else? Oh.
Thanks.
It's not terrifying at all.
good back there, Simon. We got a slight delta detour, but we're back on track.
Yeah.
We should touch down on a cargo platform just outside Theta. Then we just head inside, grab the duck back, and head down the abyss. 4,000 meters. That's a long way. We don't have to worry, though, because with the dump back, the Ark could have been in the Mariana Trench. It'll hold for anything.
That's great.
And then we can start listening to other people when they talk, because that's how conversations work.
What? Oh, sorry. I just can't stop thinking about what we've become. It's clear that we're no longer human. But then how can I feel like Simon? How can I feel like anything at all? I mean, technically, I don't have any ears, no mouth. Christ, that's a weird thing to think about. I mean, I'm making sounds. I'm still saying things.
You sure are. Okay. Your new body most likely has senses similar to those you had as a human. And your mind, only knowing one way to perceive the world, superimposes that skill set on top of your new features.
So my mind is covering it up, pretending nothing's different.
If it didn't, you'd probably be incapable of interacting with the world at all. And the stress would either kill you or make you go insane.
So I've found a good balance between awareness and ignorance. Does that mean I shouldn't think about this stuff, or are my thoughts actually making me cope? Could I tip the balance by suddenly gaining some insight and go insane?
I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, we have real things to deal with. Saving mankind, remember? Speaking of which, we're closing in on Theta. I'll eject the Omnitool. As always, don't forget to take me with you.
Kath, before you go, the artificial intelligence you mentioned in the escape vessel?
Uh-huh, yeah, the Warden unit, the WOW.
Is it the WOW's fault that we're like this? I mean, it seems like something an unreliable AI would do.
I suppose it set the ball in motion, but it's not directed with purpose. It's really complicated to explain how machines think, Simon. Concentrate on getting inside Theta, okay? See you soon.
All right, so I have a little bit of background on the Curie, the ship that we were inside, and I will have some background on Delta eventually, but since we have more of that story to continue, and I haven't had a chance to review all the notes on it anyway, we're going to save that for later. But as far as the Curie goes, so the ship is called the MS Curie, which is it's a research freight vessel that, as Catherine said, would deliver resources and equipment from Lisbon, Portugal to PATHOS-II. And essentially, it also was used to perform, supposedly used to perform maintenance at Site Omega, which is where a part of the surface part of the space gun is positioned. The MS Curie is semi-submersible. As I noted previously, it can pitch itself, so it essentially can rotate from its horizontal position to a complete 90 degrees into a vertical position. And that's why there's stairways that go both ways on the ship, if you notice those. I pointed a couple of them out. And so it's kind of an interesting vessel in that sense. I never knew that existed at the time I first saw this, and I recently had been reading about that. Also, the name I thought was really interesting. I think most people probably know it's named after the Polish chemist Marie Curie or Madame Curie, but also that the name is kind of a pun. MS for the typical ship name, and Curie for her name, so Miss Curie, which I thought was kind of funny. So the Curie was able to remain safe following the impact by essentially submersing itself. So because it could pitch itself, the impact event didn't have any effect on it at that moment. And the ship was then supposedly able to tour the Atlantic coasts, and that's why we got all those notes on there about how the sky was... the land was set ablaze and the sky was blackened, essentially, because of the disaster left behind by the comet. And so I thought that was kind of an interesting bit of information. And going back to Site Lambda, some of the salvage crew had actually attempted to bring the Curie back. They essentially wanted to use it so that they could use it to evacuate back to Theta. So the Curie was drawn closer to the docking platform at Lambda, which is why it was so close to us. But it was in December of 2103, on the 18th, that the crew was forced to essentially flee, and the Curie was essentially crashed near the station where we found it. Now, Catherine was just talking about the WOW, the Warden unit, and that is the source of the structure gel that we've been seeing, the black fluid that's been leaking out of the walls, and that's why I was talking about that in the previous episode. So all those tentacle formations are essentially coming from that structure gel, and that's actually what did Site Lambda in. There was so much of it on the site that it actually imploded eventually, and that's why why the salvage crew had to get out of there. But they were also dealing with the effects of what happened to Killaskila and the other personnel that consumed the stuff. And now we have it happening again. So we just got that information about Akers, and clearly something was wrong with him. You could see the structure gel was used to write messages on the wall. His eyes were missing. So that stuff is what's been causing a lot of problems. So the WOW, as she said, is this artificial intelligence that's supposed to be keeping the station running and essentially keeping people alive. But as we have seen, its definition of alive is not quite what you would normally think of as alive. So it's using this structure gel to kind of help maintain certain things. So some of the station components have been kept active because of it, and the Curie itself, is at the bottom of the ocean. And Catherine commented on how much more of an emergency could they be in, and that's because it was keeping the reactors stabilized, and so that's why the ship wasn't allowing the emergency vessels to evacuate at that point, because the WOW had contaminated it post-crash. And so kind of an interesting little point on that. And so not only does the structure gel influence machinery, though, we're seeing that, because if you watch Transmissions, which has the story I was discussing with Site Lambda, you can see that it it's coating the walls and stuff, and it's kind of patching the walls in a weird way, but it's also causing leakage through. But it also influences people as well. And as we could see with Amy Azzaro, it not just influences them, it actually was keeping her alive, trying to keep her alive at least. Like I said, I feel like that was more of a mercy killing on our part with her. But we've also seen it on my diving suit. We've seen it on Catherine's Cortex chip. We've seen it all over the construct. We've seen it on the Fleshers. So it's infecting, inorganic material. It's affecting organic material. It's infecting living tissue. I mean, it infects pretty much everything. You can see it on the fish out in the water as well. Some of them have the little glowy spots that my diving suit has and that Catherine's Cortex chip has. And so that's really, to me, a really interesting part of the story is not only did they have to deal with this aftermath of the comet, they're also dealing with this artificial intelligence that's trying to keep the station running in a really bizarre way, and it's leading to the production of these mockingbirds like us. As Catherine was saying, her and Simon are kind of unique in this sense. The other mockingbirds we've run across either think they're still human, or they have gone crazy and are not quite acting normal anymore. And I don't like using the word crazy, but I think that's the best way to describe it at this point. Whereas Catherine seems completely unfazed by this, and it's been mentioned already, but Catherine is very much operating on a different spectrum of mind processing. I would say she's definitely autistic, on the autistic scale, and and we'll learn more about her as the story goes along, but she's definitely, I think that's why she processes this well, because she probably doesn't feel comfortable as it is being around people, but whereas she can process this just fine. Simon, on the other hand, probably would not process this well, but he's kind of in the zone of his mind is compensating for it. And so Catherine and Simon are a little bit more unaffected by this than other people because of the way their bodies are processing this, essentially. We don't really know what we are still. We don't know what Simon is at this point. We know he's a diving suit, but there's got to be more to it than that, right? The diving suits aren't automated, so, we still have unanswered questions. Catherine's a little bit more straightforward. Anyways, that is a good place to close things out. To recap, we made our way from Site Lambda to the MS Curie, which is a ship that basically had crashed nearby and was kind of partly moved towards the site. As I said, it's a ship that can pitch itself, so it used to be like a transport vessel for PATHOS-II, between PATHOS-II and Lisbon, and we were trying to get one of the one of the escape vessels off of it because it's a research vessel, and we were attacked by one of the fleshers, and we had to kind of disable the WoW's control over stabilizing the reactors, which led to us being able to escape, but the reactors, apparently, like she said, we did a little bit too good of a job, and the thing ended up exploding and kind of knocked us off track towards Delta here where we are, and we crash landed here. Fortunately, didn't knock us off the plateau or anything. And then they had this kind of deep conversation about what it means to be, not necessarily what it means to be human, but kind of questioning what they are, because they're not human anymore, but they also still have their same thoughts and mind process that they had prior to this, which came from their scan, when they were scanned, essentially. And so I feel like that was a really heavy-hitting conversation, but of course we've already kind of talked over that. So here we are now at this docking station, probably really close to Theta, because that's where we are going towards, and that's where we will pick up next time. With that being said, let us officially close things out for the night. Thank you all for joining, and I will see you all later.